dog in the street.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to Twin City Sports Talk. You got Jack and Bruce with you guys today. And we got a fun episode. We got a new segment that we're going to be debuting today called 12 Questions, a spinoff of the more famous 20 questions that some families play out
because,
there.
you know, we don't ever do our other games anymore because not all three of us can ever be on right now.
Yeah. It's the funky schedules. We will get you guys a snake draft and a name that franchise soon. All right. It's coming. We're working on it.
Within the week.
Yep. As you see by the title, we are going to be comparing Drake Maye and JJ McCarthy's start to their career here because it's eerily similar, and I have a lot of detail to get into with that. First off, though, we're going to start off with our newest sponsor, Athletes Edge Performance Consulting with Jen Prouty. All right, Jen is a mental performance consultant based in Brookings, South Dakota. Works with competitive and elite athletes across a variety of sports, specializes in hockey, wrestling, and football. Okay, Jen helps athletes strengthen the mental side of their performance by developing skills like confidence, focus, emotional control, and consistency under pressure. She works with athletes, teams, and coaches, both locally and nationwide, throughout virtual consulting. Jen uses evidence-based approaches to complement physical and technical training while supporting long-term development. To learn more about Jen and her approach to mental performance in sports, visit the website and the social medias here to contact her, and that's her phone number if you want to get in contact with her. So she runs a very nice business out there helping athletes young and college level get the mental side of their, I mean, a lot of athletes struggle with that. So
yeah, seriously, I was gonna say, damn, I wish we had something like that back when we were growing up. Like,
yeah,
seriously,
100%.
that would be awesome. That would have been awesome.
Yeah. So the mental part of sports, contact Jen. We're excited to have her on the Twin City Sports Talk team. And if you go over there, tell her Twin City Sports Talk sent you. So she can kind of figure that out. But either way, thanks, Jen, for sponsoring. Either way, today, I think we're going to start off with our new segment. If anyone's played 20 questions, it's a pretty simple game where you have a topic. In this case, we're going to be taking a player from any of the four major sports, being the NBA, NHL, NFL, and MLB. And we're going to spin a wheel to decide who or what league we're choosing a player from. Jack and I will both have a player. Each Jack and I have 12 questions to ask to determine who that player is. And by the 12th question, we have to know or we have to make a guess. So 20 questions would be a little bit too much. We figured out.
Yeah.
So
12 might even be a little too much, but hey, we're experimenting.
This is a experiment here. So I'm going to pop up this wheel with all four leagues right here. And then right after this, I think we will, in like 15 to 30 seconds, we will figure out what player from that league, who's going to be our guy. So here we go. Spinning. All right. Okay. The NBA.
Oh,
Okay. Starting off with the NBA. All right. Let's each figure out a player. And if anyone doesn't know, Jack is not very fluent in the NBA arena, so I'm not gonna go too hard on him today. I'm not gonna go too hard. Okay. I think I have my guy.
Yep. I also got mine.
All right. So now each of us have 12 questions. You want to go first, Jack?
Yep.
All right. So we have 12 questions to determine.
If you don't win this, I'm just saying, like, what the hell?
Yeah, I'll be embarrassed if I do too, or if I don't too. So, all right. All right, Jack, shoot your first question.
What league does he play in?
What league? We already know the league.
No, shit. Jesus.
I know.
What
It's the
division?
East.
What division? Oh, wait.
No, it's a
I guess I
yes or
can't
no
even,
question.
I can't ask that, can I?
Yes
Does
or
he
no?
play in the East?
Yes.
Okay.
Does my player play in the West?
I'm going to have to look that up.
Okay.
Hey, okay. Maybe we just switch leagues just for the sake of this first time. Just because, bear with me, I picked James Harden.
I picked James Harden.
You did?
I picked James Harden. No way. That is
Dude.
insane. That is insane.
Okay, let us remind you guys. We have no previous knowledge of this. We literally are like, oh, hey, we had a text chain, like, hey, we're going to try out this new thing. You got to pick a starter. And the fact that we both just picked the same goddamn person is pretty insane.
That is insane. Okay. Yeah. You know what? Let's go spin the wheel again.
Yep, spin the wheel. Now, if it does land on NBA again, that's kind of a sign.
Oh my gosh. That is hilarious. Okay.
So, yes, my person is in the East.
Yes, it is. All right. If it were to land like this close to the MLB, we'll just do MLB. So if it lands on
Sure.
the NBA,
Just
we'll
for
just do what
just
it's
for the sake
closest.
of it.
Yeah, here we go. That is
my Lord.
a fantastic start to this 12-question saga. NHL. All right.
There we go.
That's a little bit better for each of us.
That's much better for all of us.
Okay, that was hilarious. I loved every bit of that. Okay, I got my guy.
Yep, me too.
All right, Jack, you go first.
Okay, is he in the Metropolitan?
No.
No.
Is my guy in the West?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go same thing. Is your guy in the West?
No.
Okay. Are you keeping track how many questions we're doing?
Yep.
Okay.
Is my player in the Central?
No.
Okay.
Is your player in the Atlantic?
That would be indeed correct. Yes.
Perfect. And it really narrowed my options there.
Okay. Is my player's team over 500?
I think so.
Okay. I'll take it as a yes.
I'll double check for you real quick.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And by the way, we can't look at rosters, people. We can't look at our phone. I'm just writing down. I have my paper right here. So if people see me go over here, all right, 3 questions each.
Okay. Does your guy play for the Hurricanes?
No.
Okay.
Above 500. Now, this is the issue with my question that I asked. I'm forgetting all the teams that are over 500. Is my player a Golden Knight?
No.
Okay.
Is your player a Canadian? Like, does he play for a Canadian team?
That's a really good question. No.
I just realized I asked the Hurricanes, and the Hurricanes are not in the Atlantic. I don't know why I did that.
I didn't want to say it.
No, you might as well. Jesus. It's been a day, people. It's been a day.
All right. Over 500.
You said no to the Canadian teams?
Yeah, no, not a Canadian team.
Okay.
Is my team in California?
Yes.
Okay. That's 5 questions each. We each got 7 left. Okay.
Is your player playing in the Olympics?
I will have to fact check that real quick. I'm not sure. Bear with me, people. Yes. Yes, he is. According to Wikipedia. So how much you trust that, that's up to you.
Yeah, seriously.
All right, my turn. In California, is my player an Anaheim Duck?
No.
Okay. All right, so there's 6 guesses for each of us, or 6 questions, I could say. Should put some music on in the background. That's what I should do.
Is your player? Do they have any siblings in the league?
Not that I'm aware of. No.
Okay.
Is your player an LA King?
No.
I thought I had him there. Okay. Wow. Okay.
You only have to guess 4 more because there's like a million teams in California. So.
I know, but man, all right. Okay. That's 7 questions. We're getting down to it. We got 5 left each.
Is your player part of the hottest team in hockey right now? The Tampa Bay Lightning?
No.
Okay.
Oh, man. I'll ask this. Is my player's team mascot an animal?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that helps.
Okay. Okay, I think I got them narrowed down, maybe. All right.
Is your player a...
This is going to come right down.
Does your
the
player
wire.
play in New England? That entire area?
Oh,
So that's like from
their home,
Massachusetts
their
up.
home ice?
Yep.
No.
Okay.
Is your
Okay, I'm down to 2
player...
teams then.
You are?
Mm-hmm.
Is your player a shark?
Yes.
Okay. All right. There's 9 questions.
Is your player a Panther?
No.
Okay, well, now I know what team it is.
You narrowed it down
team,
to
then
each...
I'm cooked.
Oh, man. Okay. All right. Is this shark a forward?
I believe so.
Okay.
Let me just double check.
There's 10 questions. He is a forward. You said
He
yes?
is.
All right,
Mhm.
all right.
Okay, so does your player play for the Detroit Red Wings?
He does.
Okay.
2 more questions for Jack, 3 more for
Mhm.
me. Or wait. No, you get 1 more. That was your 11th.
What?
Yeah.
Already?
Yeah.
Okay, shit. Maybe we underestimated this. But that's okay.
Let's go up to 15.
Okay, 15 is fine. Yep. Yeah, 12 questions is fun. We both picked James Harden. Now this is 15 questions.
Yep, there you go.
And we're now retiring 12 questions. So,
oh, man.
fun while it
Okay, a
lasted.
forward. Is he a top 2-line forward?
Yep.
Okay. All right. I
Like
got
for
a few
that
names.
for the Sharks, like is he in
Yeah.
the first or
Yes.
Yep.
In the first 2 lines. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So there's both of our 11th question.
Yep. Is your guy? Is your guy a wing?
No.
No. Yep.
No. And remember, people, we can take a guess at any time of the player. I'm gonna guess the most generic name in sports, Will Smith.
No.
Ah, darn it.
I thought about it.
You did think about it? Okay.
Huh?
There's both of our 12th question. Getting down to it.
Yep. Has your guy played for the Wild before?
I don't want to tell you no and then be wrong, so let me look
Okay,
it up.
search it up real quick.
Yeah, well, I don't want to be wrong about it. Played for the Wild. No, he is not. I don't know
Okay.
why that was like. It should not be that hard for me. I really don't know why.
Definitely not.
No. Either way. All right. Oh, my turn. All right. So he's a forward, top two. I don't know if I should go the kid or not. Is he a winger?
No.
So he's okay. All right. There's our 13th question.
I have to take a prayer here.
I am getting down to it. All right, Jack.
Is your guy a defenseman?
No.
I hate you.
We should be both pretty close to it here. Right? I mean,
Yeah.
Oh,
I guess no
man.
wing and a shit. I have defenseman and wing. So that
Yeah, and
narrows it down pretty well.
Yeah, so I guessed a forward, and he's not a winger. So now I just got to get in my bag, and I mean, I have two more guesses. So is it Macklin? Is it Celebrini? Oh, it's Celebrini. Oh,
Okay, who's yours?
You want to take a guess?
No, let's just hear it. I know I'll get it wrong.
Dylan Larkin.
I was not anywhere close to him.
Really?
I wasn't, no.
He's
Like,
their
okay.
first. He's Red Wings' first line center. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I was thinking I was going to go the goalie route.
Oh,
So-
you were going the goalie route. Okay.
So then
I
guess
forgot
what's
because
nuts
you
first.
said wingers and defensemen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, because I said forward. Okay. Yeah.
Good shit. No, that was a good
That
one.
was a heck of a round right there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So yeah, we'll
sorry,
be doing
NBA
this.
fans. I'll have to up my knowledge a little bit. So
That was insane though. The thing with James Harden.
That was crazy.
All right. We're
That
gonna
should be like you should just put like James Harden as the thumbnail for the YouTube. Just a picture of James Harden.
Yeah, just people will figure out what it means when they watch.
Exactly.
Yeah.
People think it's some like
man.
breaking news of James Harden. Nope.
Yeah, James Harden cut by Cavs. Wolves have signed him.
Just a bunch of dudes being dumb.
All right. Yeah, that's something we'll do. I mean, obviously, only with two people on it wouldn't really work as much with three. So the three people will get the snake drafts back up soon. We'll get the Name That Franchise going again. Yeah, but we're getting to it. But this is something to keep you guys entertained with just the two of us for right now, because it was fun. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, we gotta keep you guys on your toes. Come up with new shit all the time. So
hey, and yeah, actually, everyone, tell us if you got these before us. Before
seriously,
because I want to hear if we're just dumb, which in some cases we are.
Yep.
Either way, we're gonna get to our predictions and the Wolves game for tonight in a little bit. Main part of the episode here: comparisons between Drake Maye and JJ McCarthy. First off, we're gonna get Jack's reaction to the Super Bowl, because how fun was that watching that punt fest?
Well, I kind of wanted to kill myself, but no, I'm kidding.
Yes.
That was probably one of the worst Super Bowls I've ever watched personally.
Yeah.
I honestly would have rather had it just be just kind of a beatdown, kind of like last year's. I mean, even though it was Philly still. But I don't know. It just keeps people on their toes, like with the action. Like I feel like up until the fourth quarter, it was really nothing. I mean, hell, we didn't have a touchdown the first half.
Yeah.
And don't even get me started about my numbers that I had on all my boards. Don't even get me started.
Yeah. I guess, well, let's go through my predictions from last night, because we are talking about it.
Was Trevor on with you?
No, it was just me.
Okay.
There's the Wolves game at 2:00 yesterday. Everyone knows that, how that went. The Wolves again lost another game that they should have won, and it's getting annoying saying it now over and over and over again. Because they keep doing it to us. Wolves, I'll talk about it in a bit here, but we need to right the ship tonight. Because last night the Wolves lost 115-96 versus the Clippers. This was Io's first game, the trade acquisition from the deadline. So we had the full Avengers were assembled last night, and nothing to show for it.
I don't
and then
think
obviously
they were the Avengers. They were like the Marvels or the Eternals. Like
the Eternals is good. Right now they're playing like it. Yeah, Seahawks boot kicked the Patriots right in the butt. Right.
I do want to say that I feel like the commercials were great this year.
I was gonna say that.
I thought the
first
commercials
half,
were fantastic.
I feel like it dropped off in the second half. I was not impressed.
That is true.
The first quarter,
a couple repeats, but yeah, first quarter and like the beginning of the
great.
second quarter, I was like, damn, okay.
Yeah, the State Farm one with Haley Steinfeld and I forget who else was in that one, but there was a few funny ones in there. It was good.
The Manscaped one was pretty good.
Yes, yeah.
I mean,
I just like that they're bringing the funny
the
Super Bowl
Mando and Grogu one. I was just hyped to see that with the time. I'm a total nerd for you guys that don't know. So I totally geeked out when I saw that. I was like, oh my God.
Well, my family didn't know it was happening, and I was like, Jack could fill you in pretty quickly because they didn't. Oh, yeah. Because it took a while for them to actually show like Grogu.
Well, okay, they didn't really. I didn't really know what was going on until they showed the tauntaun horns, and I was like, "Oh yeah, here we go." Yeah. And then it was only like 25 seconds. So I was kind of like,
I thought, yeah, that's the thing. I thought there would be a bunch more movie trailers. Yeah.
No, I know. I was like, come on.
I thought we were gonna get a Spider-Man one.
Steven Spielberg movie that actually looks really good. I don't remember what the name of it was. I don't know if I saw. I thought that looked pretty good.
I don't know if I saw it. I'll have to look it up after this. Yeah. Either way, keep the commercials every Super Bowl going. This has been nice. I want my Puppy Monkey Baby back. You remember that commercial?
Nope. Nope. Absolutely not.
Either way, Seahawks win emphatically 29-13. It was a boring game, a lot of field goals. And that's kind of what I said it would be. I predicted the Seahawks would win 26-20 with the Seahawks kicking like 4 field goals, which I was right. And I was pretty close on that standpoint, although I did not think the Patriots would only score 13 points. Either way, correct prediction there. I also did say there would be 3 turnovers in the game, and all 3 of them were from Seattle's historic defense. I mean, that defense is
like the Legion of Doom now. Like
it really is
up in a step here. And for that movie, it's Disclosure Day that's coming out. I thought that looked pretty solid. I mean, it's like a sci-fi horror movie, so looked pretty solid. Yeah. I mean, it's Spielberg, so
yeah, it should be okay. Bad. Wolves, I said they would win last night. That was bad. I also said Io, our new acquisition, would have 18 plus points. That was wrong too. He had 11. He didn't play a terrible game. He was good on defense, but either way, here's the standings now. We'll talk about the Wolves game tonight in a bit. Jack, falling below 500 more and more. You're going to have to start the ship in the right direction tonight.
Dude, I'm like dealing with the Titanic here. We're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
But maybe once baseball comes around, I'm going to lock in. I'm going to lock in, people. And you can
pitchers and catchers report in 3 days, people. Let's go. And the Twins, they just signed Gio Urshela.
Yeah, let's talk about that for a second. Not to further shelve back the McCarthy and Drake May.
Mm-hmm.
That made my heart happy seeing Urshela's back on a team that I root for. So
yeah, longtime Yankee fan here. Gio Urshela, longtime Yankee.
Nice. So, I remember just screaming when he hit that grand slam against Cleveland in 2020 or 20 whatever year it was.
2022, 2021, one of those. Yeah,
either way. But I remember just screaming.
He was good as a Twin. He was like
he was.
I think he had the best batting average in OPS on the Twins for clutch moments. In clutch moments being like the 2 outs, and then like if there's a player on second base, basically just clutch hitting in general. He was the best on the Twins, but right now he doesn't have a spot on the team for the most part. I mean,
Royce gets hurt in 2 weeks.
Exactly, but he'll make his way up and play on the Twins sometime this year. So sneaky, good minor league signing. So yeah,
I like it.
Gio Urshela is back. But
welcome back, Gio.
Yeah, right now I'm gonna compare Drake May to JJ McCarthy because McCarthy played in 10 games this year. Okay, Drake May last year in his first year he played in 13 games, and there is a lot of eerily the same stuff going around with their career right now, based on schedule wise, based on a lot of things, and I'm gonna get to a lot. But either way, just comparing their stats right away. So Drake May in his first year, not this year, Drake May in his first year. We're comparing their first years. All right. 13 games, 66 completion percentage, 2,276 yards, 15 touchdowns. He threw 10 picks in 13 games last year. Rushed for 54 rushes, 421 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And then JJ this year in 10 games, the 58 completion percentage, 1,632 yards, 11 touchdowns, 12 picks. And then he rushed 37 times, 181 rush yards with 4 touchdowns. So Drake May did play in 3 more games than JJ did, but either way, pretty
bigger sample size.
Pretty similar numbers.
Yeah.
Pretty dang similar numbers there.
In the grand scheme of things, you can say they're pretty similar.
Yeah. For more on that, you compare their offensive line situation. Okay. So obviously JJ's line struggles it sucked this year. Will Fries, you brought him in on a $17 million contract, and he was below average in run and pass blocking this year. So Will Fries was a disappointment. He will improve. There is absolutely no way he can go worse than he did this year. And then also Darrisaw played 8 to 9.5 games. I don't know what to call it because Darrisaw checked out of like 3 games where he played the first half and then decided not to play because of like that lingering injury. So that one's a weird one. He only played half the season. And then Ryan Kelly, you pay $10 million in free agency. He plays 30% of the games, I think. He played like 7 games this year. Either way. And then Jackson, you picked him in the first round. He missed like 3 games earlier in the year. O'Neal was the only stable piece really all year here. So that's a lot of struggles. JJ had to play with Michael Juergens at center. He had to play with Blake Brandel at center earlier in the year. Brandel did well for not ever playing there, but Brandel at center is not something for the future here. And then also Justin School and Walter Rouse had extended minutes here. Not a good year on the offensive line standpoint. The stats show it. JJ was pressured a ton. Some of that is JJ having to let go of the football sometimes and just throw it, but most of it is on the offensive line being very below average. But then to tie that in, Drake May in his first year in those first 13 games in 2024, his entire offensive line was worse. I mean, it was bad. So
there's a reason they finished 3-14.
Yeah, exactly. Ben Brown had a 55.8 PFF grade, which was 40th out of 43 graded centers. Okay, Vidarian Lowe had a 61.4, way below average. Michael Jordan, the GOAT, 54th out of 80 guards in PFF standards. Michael Onwana, 65.2 PFF grade, still below average. And then their right tackle, Demontre Jacobs, had a 32.6 PFF grade. That was the worst right tackle in the league. Both of them in their first year had horrible offensive line. JJ had a better offensive line in all standards, but he only got his full offensive line healthy once, I think, in the Cowboys game, maybe once or twice. Commanders Cowboys game.
I don't even know if that was necessarily full, was it?
He had one game where it was Ryan Kelly and Darrisaw and everyone. I know it was one game, but either way, a ton of struggles on the offensive line, similar with both of them. All right, and now you go back to the Patriots' schedule this year. This is what me and Jack hounded on when the Vikings were had the 8th draft pick.
Could have had it. Nope.
This 4th place schedule the Patriots had this year, I'm going to read off each defense that they faced and the points per game they let up this year, because they faced basically every single one of the worst defenses in the league. Okay, this is the entire Patriots schedule from this year, just with the ranks. Raiders were 25th, and then Miami 24th, Pittsburgh 17th, Carolina 15th. I'm just going to say the numbers: 12th, 16th, 28th, 14th, 19th, 20th, 31st, 30, 26th, 18th. If you guys paid attention there, every single one of those teams was bottom half of the league. They faced every single team that was bottom half of the league. They did not. The one team was the Buffalo Bills at 12th. That was top half of the league in points per game on defense. The Patriots had the easiest schedule in the last decade in the NFL. And I'm not saying this was a cakewalk, but it kind of was. Okay.
Oh yeah.
The Vikings.
I don't want to discredit their playoff run, but you play playoff Justin Herbert. You play CJ Stroud, which we all know how that goes.
Yeah, but in snow too, and horrible elements.
No, and then you play
Jarrett
Denver
Stidham
in a blizzard, which you already have the lead before the blizzard started. So
and Jarrett
you knew
Stidham.
that wasn't going anywhere. And Jared Stidham.
Yeah. So it's kind of a Disney cakewalk.
You almost lost to Jared Stidham.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I was saying about the Rams, which, I don't want to bring the Rams into this too, but their playoff wise, they barely brushed past Carolina, barely brushed past
the Bears,
Chicago. I don't know. It's just the scheduling makes so much of a difference. And obviously with the Rams is the regular season, but that's why we hounded so much on the Vikings to just lose
one game. That's all I needed to do.
Yeah. Well, because if we lost the Packers, we still would have got third. But if we just had to beat the damn Lions.
Well, no, because the Lions won the last week. I'm pretty. Oh yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
But
we would have had the tiebreaker. But yeah. Either way. To continue that, so obviously what I just mentioned was the Pats' schedule this year was all of the worst rated defenses in the league. They faced every single one of them, basically just going down the list. And now I'm going to list the Vikings based off of the defensive points per game for this year. I'm going to list the Vikings schedule next year. All right. So next year, the Vikings play the 23rd, 11th, 22nd, 19th, 15th, 12th, 24th, 27th, 21st, 16th, 20th, 31st, 4th, and then 13th best defenses in the league. The 4th is the Patriots. Yep. So, but again, not one team that we play next year was in the top 10 in defenses and points per game. Okay. The one team in points per game was the Patriots. They were 4th in the league in points allowed, basically, for defenses in the regular season here. But we do not play another team that was in the top 10 in defenses. Like the Packers weren't. And yeah, the entire season.
The Packers could be a different story next year.
Every team could be a different story. Yeah. But genuinely, the Patriots, they go 3-14 in 2024. They knew they had this schedule. They knew they were going to have a cakewalk. The Vikings, you have a cakewalk. 70% of these teams are still going to have a bottom of the league defense. Okay. Because the top 10 defenses.
It's a South year, so use it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. The Bucks, they had the 20th ranked defense in the league. Atlanta, they had 19th. Carolina, they have probably the best one on this list at 15th. So that's what I mean. You have basically the same year the Patriots had this year, where it's all some of the worst defenses in the league. Just more similarities between JJ and Drake's career right now. The second year starting.
I don't want to trade for Burrow.
We could talk about that some other time, but and then now this is even a bigger thing. Look at the quarterbacks that the Patriots got to face this year. So now we're going to the Patriots defense, which listen to this list of quarterbacks the Patriots had to play against: Geno, Tua, Quinn Ewers, Aaron Rodgers, Bryce Young, Josh Allen 2 times, Spencer Rattler, Cam Ward, Dylan Gabriel, Michael Penix, Baker Mayfield, Justin Fields, Brady Cook, Joe Flacco, Jackson Dart, and then Lamar, where Lamar, he completed 7 passes in that game against the Patriots. Is there one quarterback in there in the top 10? Is Lamar,
Allen.
but Allen, sorry,
yeah. Allen and Lamar. But
yes. So all of the rest of them.
3 games.
Are you kidding?
Oh, who the hell is... obviously I know who Brady Cook is now, but back then I would have been who the hell is this guy?
Exactly. So now I'm going to list off who the Vikings quarterbacks are for next year. And this could change a little bit with free agency. There's just 2 teams in here that I think it could change.
But as of right now.
So Caleb Williams, Jordan Love, Jared Goff, obviously 6 games right there. But then Michael Penix, Bryce Young, Josh Allen, and then Miami right now would be Tua. I'm assuming Tua is going to stay there. But Tua, bottom league, bottom of the
either him or
quarterbacks.
Quinn Ewers. It's going to be one of those two.
Exactly. So pretty easy for Brian Flores to stop. And then Jaden Daniels, and then Indianapolis, Daniel Jones coming off an ACL or.
Well, he only signed a 1-year deal with them.
Yeah, true. Exactly. So I have no idea where they're going to go.
So Anthony Richardson, as of now.
Well, they might release him too because they have no trust in him. So Indianapolis is a weird one. But then Tyler Shuck, Baker Mayfield, and then the Jets, where are they going? Are they going to keep Justin Fields? Or I don't know. But the Jets, that doesn't matter because they're going to stink either way. Their team is horrible. And then Drake May and then Brock Purdy, which Brock Purdy cannot play against big pressure. The Seahawks proved that. Brian Flores proved that in 2023 when we beat them at home. Either way, you play like Caleb Williams, Love, and Goff. That's a tough division just in general. But other than that, other than Josh Allen and Baker Mayfield, like those are the top 2 quarterbacks there. But then Shuck, Drake May too. But Drake May will have a fall off. People, I will put money on it right now. I listed you guys.
I will in our predictions to come August. I will still have the Bills winning that division.
Yeah, I think
100%.
Yeah. Either way, very, very doable quarterback schedule for the Vikings. Super similar, and ours is harder because of the division we play in, having Love and Goff and Williams. But either way, like the rest of it is pretty dang similar to what the Patriots faced this year.
Exactly.
So to wrap all of this together, year 2 of your rookie contracted quarterback, like year 2 of starting, all right, you get your defensive coach. That's Vrabel for the Patriots, and that's Flores. Both of the defenses, the Vikings defense is already going to be top 10. I don't care what they do in this offseason. It doesn't matter. The Vikings defense is going to be top tier. Exactly. As long as you have B-flow in the room, it's going to be a top-tier defense. The Patriots have a top-tier defense. Get your offensive coach. I don't care how much crap people talk about Kevin O'Connell. The guy is still.
He needs to stop doing play calls.
I get it, but
like we talked about towards the end of the year, he has so much on his plate right now. Like he cannot play call and try to develop McCarthy because this is his first time trying to develop a young quarterback.
Yeah.
So he needs to choose one or the other.
I would slightly disagree just because. If that brings me to my biggest point, which I've already made on the show many times, if you get your running back and force him to run the ball and you tell him if you don't run the ball, you're fired. Like that's the simple fact there. That's the only reason why this offense stunk in the first 5 games is because Aaron Jones and Jordan Mason did not get the chance to run the ball. That's the reason. And if Kevin, like they need to legitimately tell him, the Wolves say, if you don't run the ball, you are fired. You are gone. Because that is what the problem is here. But you actually need to get a guy in the draft, or you need to get Breece Hall in free agency and clear up some money to go get him or something. You need to go get a guy that Kevin will say, okay, I can run the ball with him. You got to go trade up for Jeremiah Love. But if he doesn't run the ball, then yes, like that, then that will prove like, yes, but here's the thing. Kirk Cousins was a middle tier quarterback. And Kevin O'Connell boosted him to a top 10, top 8 discussion. And he had one of the best like offenses in Vikings history in 2022 there. And then he takes Nick Mullins, and Nick Mullins is throwing for 400. I don't have any doubt that Kevin can coach a team. He's still a great offensive mind. But going back to similarities,
but
yeah.
That's why I say he's just got too much going on right now because he's too worried about developing McCarthy. We can't really develop him if we're running the ball that much. So I think he honestly just kind of didn't even think about running the ball this year.
The similarities, though, Josh McDaniels is a great offensive coordinator. He helped this Patriots defense or offense go do numbers this year. But then have your O-line set. The Vikings offensive line was not healthy going into this year. I want them to figure out the center position, but Will Fries is back. He will have a better year. Donovan Jackson, Brian O'Neill, little speculation there. You could free up a lot of money by trading him or cutting him, but for right now, I don't think he's going to leave. He's been a Viking forever. I don't think they're going to get him out, if I'm being realistic. But Darrisaw is actually going to be going into the season healthy this time, not with this lingering knee issue. The Vikings offensive line will be ready going into the
So
season,
what you
just
need
like the Patriots was. Yeah, just like the Patriots was this year. And now you have your quote unquote easy schedule. The Patriots undoubtedly an easy schedule. The Vikings still have a few tougher games now that they got third place, like they have the Niners and stuff. But they still have a quote unquote easy schedule. Another thing, the Patriots, they drafted a running back. They drafted Travion Henderson, who, in my opinion, and all the analysts' opinion, was going to be a stud no matter what. He could do anything. He's great in the receiving game. He can run over a dude. He can make any guy miss. That's the type of guy the Vikings need to go get. And if it's not Jeremiah Love,
the league running in the league now is completely different.
yeah, it's a 1-2
Ever
punch.
since Gibbs and Monty,
Yeah,
the two-headed monster is what people do now. Like the
Yep.
Patriots did it with Stevenson and Henderson. The
Mhm.
Lions do it. Like it's. I mean, you're assuming you're going to get rid of Jones, but like we have Jordan Mason. Like Jordan Mason paired up
That's
with,
your
let's say,
third
Jeremiah
down
Love
back. Yeah,
would be
exactly.
insane.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like the Patriots, they used a top draft pick on Travion Henderson in the second round, I think. Either way, the Vikings, you need to follow suit there. Because look, Drake May, he had MVP numbers, but there's a lot of things pointing in that direction. He had some of the worst defenses that he played against this year, some of the worst in the league, almost all of the worst in the league. But then you also have a great 1-2 punch at running back where you don't need to pass the ball 40 times a game to win the game. And that's why JJ McCarthy looked great, is because they ran the ball more and they did more running concepts and they focused on that. And I actually think, like, I was not a fan of Kevin O'Connell halfway through the season. No one was. I mean, everyone wanted him fired, which that's a bit too early. But I think he actually learned his lesson. Like, I really do. I think he learned his lesson. He's going to run the ball. He's going to be forced to, because I am very, very confident the Vikings are going to find a way to get a rookie running back, or
You have to.
I mean, you literally have to. Aaron Jones can't stay on the field for a full season. I'm not going to lie. Aaron Jones, when he's on the field, can be reliable because he's also a great pass blocker, but he's just slower than usual. You need a guy with that
aging. That's
explosive.
simply what it is.
You need a Jeremiah Love with the explosiveness behind him, where he's gonna break one every now and then. Aaron Jones can't do that because he's too slow now. Either way, there's your comparisons between the first and second year of Drake May and what is shaping up to be a pretty similar year. No, I'm not saying JJ McCarthy is going to bring us to the Super Bowl. No, I'm not saying he's going to win 14 games. But what I am saying is there is undoubtedly going to be improvement, okay? Because of everything I just said, people, offensive line is coming in healthy. The Vikings are, in my opinion, going to address the running back situation. If they don't, that's my biggest disappointment in the offseason. The defense is there. You have Brian Flores. You don't need to worry about that. All you need to worry about is running the ball and giving JJ easy situations. There will be a drastic improvement from JJ McCarthy next year, people. And I wanted to say this on day one of the offseason. All right. Day one of the NFL offseason now that the Super Bowl is passed. Because just like I just stated, it is eerily similar how Drake May and JJ McCarthy's first and second starting years are shaping up to be right now. There's my TED Talk, people, and there's my rant about it.
Thank you for coming to our TED Talk. See you
guys. Either way, we'll talk more extensively about it. I mean, Jack, Trevor, and I have all expressed enough emotions about Jeremiah Love and how, I mean, that was my hot take last week.
Check out my draft, or check out my Vikings, whatever the hell it was called.
Mock draft.
Our mock draft.
It's a good. Well, we didn't get
Jeremiah Love.
No.
Well, okay. I guess I wanted him.
Yes. Well, okay.
I wanted him. I wanted you to do everything you could, but I did give him a reasonable limit. So I would have done the draft myself, which I'm not nearly qualified to do. I would have traded for him regardless of what it took, because
we'll get that going in the next offseason blueprint. But Jack said no higher than 10. You can't trade up higher than 10, and he went 8 in this draft, which is, it's likely. I think 8 is the Saints.
Dallas.
Is it Dallas? Dallas is 12. I think it's the
Dallas is
Saints at
12.
8.
Is it the Saints then?
Yeah. But either way, we still did trade
idea.
up because Caleb Downs. We
Okay,
got
Caleb
Caleb
Downs.
Downs, the stud out of Ohio
Which is
State
an okay
safety.
alternative, I guess.
Okay.
But
It's
kidding.
yeah. Either way, we did get his counterpart in Notre Dame, Jadarian Price, the other running back. They're basically the 1 and 2 running backs in this draft. So Jadarian's also a really good possibility. But those are a few other guys: Jadarian Price, Emmett Johnson, and then Nick Singleton. Those are my 3 other guys. If you can't get Jeremiah Love, but here's the thing: again, Vikings, you need to do every single thing in your power. I need you sending like a trade package. Like everyone's heard what they did to get Drake May. They sent 3 first-rounders in Neil Hunter. The Patriots declined that. They were like, no, you can't have Drake May at all. The Vikings tried. I want that type of aggressiveness toward Jeremiah Love because he is franchise changing. Okay, like this is you need him. But if you
forget
you genuinely,
the Joe Burrow talks, forget
yes.
as cool as that might be, it's just not. It's I don't know. It's not reasonable. Like it's not.
Well, it's especially not reasonable because you'd also have to cut like $80 million off of our payroll right now, off of our cap. So that's the bigger reason. But yeah, it's exactly what Jack said. It's not, but Jeremiah Love, priority number 1. Get him in the building. But if you can't, Jadarian Price, Emmett Johnson, and then Nick Singleton are your backup options. And all of them, you have 2 third-round picks. You should easily be able to get one of those. I'm going to be livid if they don't get one of those running backs, one of those 4 in this draft. I'm going to be mad. Everyone, go check out the running back kind of like breakthrough I did for those 4 guys I mentioned. I did a few others. Jonah Coleman's kind of that third running back. I don't want anything to do with him, but we went through a little bit of film on a video about a week ago. So I'll put that in the link in the description here. So people go watch that one. It was a fun one going through a little bit of film for that. Either way, we are good with the McCarthy talk. We're going to get to our game for the night here. Predictions time. Wolves versus the Hawks back at home in Target Center here. The Wolves, just like we kind of mentioned before, now they are 32-22, 6th in the West still a few games out from being like 3rd. But this is the thing. At the beginning of the month, you had 10 games in February. 2 of these teams, being Toronto and then the 76ers, were 500. 2 out of the 10 games that you have this month were teams above 500, and you have started this month 1-3. And ironically, the one team that they did beat was the winning record Toronto Raptors. So this is literally the epitome of
poverty.
Playing up and down. Yes, but playing up and down
playing
to your
opponent.
Yeah, and they lose to Memphis, they lose to the Pelicans, the worst team in the league, and then they lose to the Clippers. And now you have the 26-28 Hawks coming into town. And here's the thing: the Wolves are completely healthy. Rudy Gobert took to the team and just kind of shredded them for not enough effort. With Chris Finch coming out and saying that can't happen. Which Chris Finch, I'm on Rudy's side here. We need some more effort. We need to see some emotion on the court because Anthony Edwards is almost averaging 30 points and Rudy's averaging like 15 rebounds a game. I'm not seeing any effort from Jaden, Randall, or Dante DiVincenzo right now. There's no energy. There's nothing on the defensive side, which Chris Finch, you are going to get your butt fired if you don't start taking some appreciation for the defense that you always hype up. You always say, we're going to have a top-of-line defense in the league. We're going to be getting steals. We're going to get easy points. No, you're not. You are facing some of the worst teams in the league. You are going to get fired.
Getting killed.
Yes. Yeah, that's the thing. Some of these games aren't even close. The Memphis game was not close. The Clippers, you got blown out. The Pelicans game, that was a close one, but the worst team in the league, it shouldn't even be close in general. OKC, they would beat the Pelicans by 45. So, Finch, you are going to – I have liked your coaching for many years now, okay? But you are going to get your butt fired if you don't start putting your team on the line and saying, if you don't show any effort on the defensive side, because that's what causes easy points. is you get defense or you get offense throwing up terrible shots, throwing up a 3-ball right when they bring the ball down the court. You need that to happen more. You're letting teams get whatever they want on the offensive side. Get it figured out, because this is not the time, and especially because we don't have wild hockey right now, so we're forced to watch you and you only, Chris Finch and the Wolves.
Forced is right.
We are forced to do this. I'd like to see
Till
a genuine
Thursday.
defense. Yes. And by the way, people, we will make predictions on the U.S. hockey team.
Good.
We will be doing that.
This news to me too, people, and I'm very glad.
Yes. Yeah, we kind of have to. So we need to make some hockey predictions in there. It's the middle of winter. It is warming up, though. But either way, let's get to our predictions. I'll go first here. And here's the thing. After all the crap I've talked here, I genuinely cannot see the Wolves losing 3 embarrassing games in a row. They are on, wait a second, they're on a 6-game homestand right now. They have 4 home games, this and 3 others against Portland, Dallas, and the 76ers. I cannot predict them to lose 3 embarrassing games in a row just because of the sheer talent that's on this team. So for that fact, I'm still going to have the Wolves winning tonight. I know I'm going to bite my tongue tomorrow and later tonight. I know I will, but Wolves win 112-103. As for my player prediction, good old friend Nikhil Alexander-Walker is having a career year with Atlanta. He was a bit underappreciated when he was in a Wolves jersey for the past few years, but now he's averaging 20 points per game. I think Atlanta's second best scoring, maybe behind, I forget who their top scorer would be. I think it's Johnson, but either way, Nas having a great year. So you
could say some random name, and I'd be like, yeah, him.
He will have okay, but little reasoning here. The Wolves always seem to play hard defense against an old friend, an old Timberwolf here. So I have Nas scoring below 17 points, 17 or less points, which he's averaging 20. So this would be a big win for the Wolves tonight if they could hold him to 17 or less, but I think they will. I think they're going to be very active when guarding Na tonight. All right, Jack.
You don't think they're going to lose? I sure as hell do.
All right. That's what I kind of was hoping for, so I didn't jinx it. All right.
I don't see them losing 3 games in a row. I do.
All right.
I can see them losing like all 6 of these.
I could agree with that, but what's the score?
We're going to lose. It'll be very uplifting. It's not going to be as big of a blowout as last night. We're going to lose 117-124.
Okay, so 124-117.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then a player prediction.
Let's do. I think Rudy's going to have under 12 rebounds tonight. I don't think he's going to be there. I think just because he's in the right, he's going to play bad tonight, and then it's going to make Finch look like a genius.
Okay, yeah. I like that. Yeah, that's a good way of looking at it. So Rudy.
I'm a thinker, people.
Yeah. Rudy under, you said 12 rebounds?
Yes.
I'll put 12 or lower rebounds. All right. There's your predictions for tonight. Standings are on the left going into this game. And by the way, people, I made the executive decision that our predictions year will end at the week 1 of the NFL season every year. All right. So at the week 1 and the record, it goes off percentage because I'm on every day. I make a lot more predictions than both of these guys. So the record will go on percentage, and then the points are just the points, which, yeah.
Which you better win.
I would hope I would win this year, unless I really go on a bad streak here. But I don't know.
Well,
Rudy
if you predict the Wolves to win the next 4 games, you're going to lose 4. So
I'm going to drop below 500. Yeah. All right. Either way, there's our predictions for tonight, and there's your episode covering the similarities between the first 2 years starting between JJ and Drake May. It was a bad Super Bowl last night. Maybe next year we'll have a better one. And I think they let out how it's like the color scheme, how people can tell.
Yeah,
like,
it's the predictions right now. I think is Miami and Chicago. I
oh,
believe.
Okay, so
Very
Tua.
realistic.
Very. Oh yeah. All right. Well,
All right, Miami's going to trade for the number 1 overall pick. Get Mendoza. Mendoza is going to lose in the Super Bowl. Because
that would be
thinks he's
such a
gonna be
good
bust.
script because Mendoza literally grew up in Miami.
Really?
Yeah. That's a script right there. Roger Goodell's been in the office cooking that one up.
Cooking up a storm.
All right. Everyone, Twin City Sports Talk, go follow the YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Spotify. We'll have a lot of Twins content coming out in the next couple weeks now. Spring training starting now in the next few days. Players report in a week. Pitchers and catchers report in 3 days. So getting excited, and we will have that content out soon. But for today, we are done. We'll see you tomorrow.
See you guys.